Hi budget babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here or returning, it is Jalea Creations. And you guys, it is thunderstorming super bad outside, so if you hear it raining, you're like, what's going on? It's because it's thundering. But today we're going to be doing a budget for the digital girlies, because the digital girlies been coming at my neck and saying that I ain't been doing no budgets for them. So you know what, digital girlies, I'm doing it today so we can get you set up for March, or just getting a budget done in general. I'm going to be doing a bi-weekly budget to work on paying off debt. This is from a client, so we're going to jump straight into it. So we're going to fill out our March calendar, our paydays, and just her credit card payments. Her goal is to pay off credit cards. We want to see what money she has left over at the end of each bi-weekly check to pay that off. So let's go ahead and fill in our calendar. Okay, you guys, and just like that, we went and wrote in our credit card due dates here, because this is going to be important when we are looking at our debt. So we have our credit cards written and our paydays in. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to set up our monthly budget. So we're going to go in and write down all the dates, get an overview, and the main goal here is to pay off debt. And we're going to go ahead and write in our pay period. So we did write the pay dates, which were going to be the 8th and the 22nd. So 3/8 and then 3/22. And each check is bi-weekly, and we're averaging about $20.51 per check. $20.51 times 2 is going to be $41.02 as our monthly income estimate. So now we're gonna go through and write down our bills and the due dates. So guys, remember the last time she did get paid would be in February. So it was this, not the first of the month, but that previous week. So any bills that came through before the 8th would have to been covered with that. So we're gonna have to restart the cycle, but no biggie. We're gonna go ahead and write down the due dates of all the bills for our fixed, which are our bills that are usually the same every month, and then our variables, and then we're gonna break it down to a bi-weekly pay period. So let's get to it. All right, you guys, so these are all of the expenses here. Let's go ahead and add it up for the month and see how much it costs to be her. And let's see what we're working with here. So our fixed total to $13.60. Let's go ahead and add up our variables. Subscriptions are technically a fix. You're always going to see me put them as a variable because you can cut those to save money. So it's going to be $10.05 here. So $10.05 plus $13.60 is going to be $23.65. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find our cash surplus, which is going to be our full income, which is $41.02 minus $23.65. So $41.02 minus $23.65 is going to be $17.37 left over after bills and expenses that we could possibly use towards debt. So she said she's struggling when she sees her cash surplus. She doesn't know exactly when her cash surplus comes in. So this is why we're going to set up a weekly budget so we can see how everything is looking. So let's get straight into it, you guys. Let's set up a bi-weekly. Sorry, you guys, not a weekly, but a bi-weekly budget. So we're going to do this now. Alright, you guys, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to set up the bi-weekly budget. We're going to break down this monthly budget to a bi-weekly budget. The last time she was paid was February 23rd. We're currently in March now, so all the bills that came out before the 8th was covered with her previous check. So we're just going to roll right into the month of March, starting with, we're going to do, let's go ahead and do March. Let's see here. It's only the 6th today, but let's go ahead because she'll get paid again on the 8th. So we're just going to start with March 3rd to March 10th here because that will be the next pay period. So we'll just do that Sunday to that or that Monday to that Sunday here, which will put us at, see here, I really don't like starting on that cycle because it's on a Sunday. Let's see, you guys, we could still do that though. Let's do March 3rd to the March 10th. It's just because the last check covered all her other bills, so we'll just worry about the bills that come out on the 8th. Alright, so the income that will be coming in on our payday is going to be $20.51. So $20.51 is going to be our income that we make this week when she gets paid. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to figure out what bills that we need to pay with this cycle. So let's go ahead and look at our bills here. So we have our student loans, which was already paid with our previous check. We don't have to worry about those. We also, let's see what else came before the 8th. We paid our other student loans already. Those are already paid per her previous check. She tends to pay things already in advance, so she's good to go. Let's see here. Chase was already paid. We won't have to worry about that since we're looking at the 8th of the month. We're worried about all the bills that are going to come out after the 8th or on the 8th. So we for sure will have our, let's see here. She also said she prepaid PayPal as well. So we don't have to worry about PayPal at all this week, you guys. So for our fix, we can go ahead and possibly get ahead. Let's go ahead and see what the next week will be. So we have March 11th to, let me go ahead and just fill in the weeks, you guys, because this helps. March 11th to March 17th. Then we got March 18th to March 24th here. So the next bill that will come out, let's see here. The next bill that would come out within this time frame, she also already paid the car payment, you guys. So she's ahead of the game. So our bills won't technically come out to this next week when we get paid again, but instead of waiting that long, why don't we already have some bills ready here? So on the 3rd to the 10th, why don't we go ahead and handle our phone bill? So we'll get ahead. So we're gonna go ahead and already plan some bills, so that way when this next week comes up, it won't be too much going on. So we'll have our phone bill, which is gonna come out on the 25th for $40. So why don't we just go ahead and get that out the way with this check. So we're gonna go ahead and cover our phone bill. And then let's see what else we have coming up. Our gym will come out on the 18th. We won't get paid this week. We have no income coming in this week. So let's go ahead and make sure we cover our gym membership with this check as well. So our gym is going to be $10. All right. And then let's go ahead and highlight that off so we know we paid that. We already paid the student loans for the month, so we don't have to worry about that. Our Easy Pass is bi-weekly, broken down to $60 bi-weekly. So we're going to go ahead and put the Easy Pass here. It's a total of $120 for the month, but that's broken down bi-weekly. So we're going to go ahead and put our $60 for there. So now let's see, do we have anything? We do have the MCU loan, and then we also have the Wells Fargo credit card coming out on the 18th. When the 18th comes, we won't have a paycheck, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we cover those two payments here. The MCU loan is going to be $20 here, and then the Wells Fargo minimum is going to be $108. So those will come out on the 17th and the 18th. We don't get paid that day. We won't get paid again to the 22nd. So we're just going to make sure we cover it with this check. So if you're on a bi-weekly pay period, guys, the main thing you want to do is just plan which check is going to cover each bill, credit card minimums, vice versa. And then also the subscriptions were already covered as well with the previous check from February. So we don't have to worry about that. And then we are borrowing every 2 weeks. Or she borrowed some money from her sister, so she wants to pay her sister back. So we're going to go ahead and put sister $40, and we're going to give her $40 every 2 weeks on a bi-weekly basis. And then we're going to go ahead, our food budget for groceries is $300. So we're going to go ahead and break this down to $150 every 2 weeks. So that way we're still reaching our monthly budget, but we're just breaking it down on a bi-weekly pay period. Alright, so now guys, we're going to go ahead and add up all our fixed expenses for the week. So 40 plus 10 plus 60 is going to be 110. Then we have our MCU credit card. Sorry, it's not a loan, guys, it's a credit card. I'm really sleepy while I'm recording this, you guys. It's late. So if I sound a little drowsy, that's why, you guys. But I wanted to make sure I got this video recorded for you guys. So I'm a little tired this week, but we're gonna push through. And you know what I'm missing this week? We also need to put some gas in there. Gas is $100 every 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and add that gas in here so we could fill up our tank, which is going to put us at $418. So $418 plus 110 is going to bring our expense total for the week to $528. And now we're going to go ahead and find our weekly cash surplus, which we're going to take our full income for the week, which is $20.51, and minus it by 528. So $20.51 minus 528 is going to give us $15.23 to go in our savings, which is a really nice cash surplus. Once again, this is going to look different for everyone, but this is based off her expenses. So March 11th to the 17th, we won't have anything coming out because we already pre-planned it with the previous check. So we don't have to worry about this. If we had any emergencies or anything that came up, Luckily for us, we do have a savings that we put aside that will help us and be very beneficial if we need that extra assistance there. So boom, we're gonna go to the week of March 18th to the 24th, which is a little bit of a longer month, so we're just gonna go ahead and plan ahead here. So March 18th to the 24th here, we're basically caught up, so our bills are gonna start repeating again. So this next week that's gonna come up after the 24th will be March 25th to, let's see here, March 25th to March 31st. So basically all of our bills at the beginning of the month will repeat again that she already covered that we didn't have because it was in the February budget. So with that being said, that means we're gonna have to go ahead and pay the utility bill, which usually is at the beginning of the month. And she still lives at home, so she pays her parents the utility bills here. So utility is going to total for $200. And then let's also see what we'll have coming up again. We'll have our student loan for $130 will come out on the 7th. We will get paid again before that time. We'll have a paycheck here, but why not already get it taken care of with this check so we won't have to worry about it later. So we're gonna go ahead and put the, and this is gonna look different because March is a longer month, you guys. So you know, March has that extra week in here, so you actually get like an extra pay period. So she'll already be ahead, which is super nice. So we have our student loan here for $130. And then we'll also have our car insurance coming out on the 24th here. So we want to make sure we get that taken care of. Our car insurance, which was $295. Right, and then we also will have our loan here of $90 will be coming out this week as well. And this is considered a Discover loan, which is going to be $90. And then once again, our variables are going to be pretty repetitive here. Gas is $100 every 2 weeks. Then we have our food for grocery shopping, which is $150 every 2 weeks. And then we also have our sister that we're paying back here that we borrowed for $40 every 2 weeks, $80 a month. And then we'll also get our nails done around this time as well, which is going to be $120. And then we'll throw some eating out in here because it is in our budget. We didn't eat out last week, so we'll throw some eating out for $50. And then we also will have our subscriptions because that comes out on the first week of the month, which is going to be $17. And then also, guys, remember we don't get paid this week. There's no income coming out this week, so we want to cover all those bills that would be sneaking up on us on the 1st of the month. So we already are ahead of not February, April, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and add all this up here. 200 plus 130 plus 295 plus 90 is gonna total, let's see here, am I missing something? Oh, you know what I'm missing, you guys? The Easy Pass. The Easy Pass will also come out again because that's $60 every 2 weeks. So we got our Easy Pass for $60. So we're gonna go ahead and add our $60 in there, which is gonna be $775. And then let's go ahead and add up our variables. 100 plus 150 plus 40 plus 120 plus 50 plus 17 is going to total us to 477. 477 plus 775 is going to bring our expense total for the week to $1252. So now we're going to go ahead and find our cash surplus, which is going to be 2051 minus 1252. 2051 minus 1252 is going to be $799. That would go in our savings for this week. All right, you guys, so we are already ahead of the game. We're going to be entering April here. So March 31st will be April 1st. April 1st to, let's see here, April 1st to April 7th will be the next upcoming week. So we're going to go ahead and all of this basically, the car payment will be on this one. I'm just going to go ahead and write in the bills that will come out for April, just so you guys can kind of see a preview of what's coming up for April again. So for April, for our fix, we'll have the car payment that will come out around this time, which is going to be $475. As you guys can see, the car payment comes out on the 11th. We won't get paid the week of the 11th, so it would have to be covered with this check. Our Easy Pass will also come out again around this time, which is going to be $60. And then our credit card for the PayPal. The reason why I'm showing this week, guys, because this was the week that was in February that you guys didn't get to see because she already paid it in advance. So you guys can kind of just see how it will repeat. I'm not going to add this to her cash surplus for paying off debt because this is considered April's budget now. But we're going to put it in here just so you guys can see what that first week would have been like above this one. So you guys just have a reference for this so you can see. So we'll have food for $150. And then we'll also have our sister again for $40. $475 plus 60 is gonna be $535. And then our credit card minimum, you see that PayPal will come out again, which we covered previously with her February check, so it didn't come out this week. So I'm just showing you guys how she'll be on track for her next month. Once you're good at doing your budgets, it's going to start to get repetitive because the weeks just repeat. So $310 plus $535. Our expenses would be $845 this week. And we also got paid again our $2051. So I'm not going to worry about the cash surplus for this week because that's in April. But what we are going to add up is our cash surplus from March. So $1523 plus $799 gave us a cash surplus of $2322. So our cash surplus is higher. I don't know if there's something, I think we didn't eat out that much. She only spent $50 of her eating out budget based on the biweekly budget, and then it could have just been that extra week included in there too. But either way it goes, that's not bad. We did have her gas in there, her food, all of the things she needs. As you guys can see, this was the monthly breakdown versus the bi-weekly breakdown. So all we did was convert all of this to the time she gets paid and what we have left over. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the debt that she's working with, and we're gonna figure out with this cash surplus averaging this much each month what cards we can pay off. So let's get straight into it. All right, you guys, so basically quoting March, at the end of March, based off our bi-weekly budget, when we added everything up, our cash surplus would be $23.22. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we are going to pay off our smallest balance for the credit cards first. We're gonna do the snowball method. We're going to do our sister last, because she's not really like giving us a time frame where we have to pay it off. We're doing our $80 minimum per month, so eventually it would just pay off on its own, but it's not something we're prioritizing paying off like our credit cards. Our sister's not charging us interest, so we're not going to worry about that one. So for March, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to pay off the PayPal card, and we're going to pay off the MCU card. So we're going to start off small. We're going to pay off the MCU card plus the PayPal. Both of those cards totaled together, $708 plus $308 is going to be $1016. So now we're going to go ahead and take our $23.22 and minus $1016 will give us $13.06 to put in our savings, which is really nice. So not only did we pay off 2 credit cards in the month of March, we're also able to put $13.06 in our savings. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight this so we can see what we get to put aside in our savings. And this is based off the cash surplus that we had at the end of the month. And we can go back to this reference so you guys can see these two added up. So our what we're gonna do is, March was a longer month, so starting for April, we're going to do our cash surplus as the $1737, just so we could be on the safe side. If she brings more in, that's even better, but we just want to prepare for the month that's not super long. I think her cash surplus was just a little bit bigger because we had those months in there, or that extra week. March has 5 weeks in it, so just to prepare for the worst, we're just going to start with the original cash surplus we quoted. So we no longer have to pay these 2 minimums anymore, so we're going to add $40 into our original cash surplus, which again was quoted to be $1737. So $1737 plus $40 for both of these minimums we no longer have to pay will go back into our cash surplus. And once again, guys, if her cash surplus is bigger than this, that's even better, but we just want to quote with the lowest just to be on the safe side. So with this $1777, we are going to go ahead and break Chase down into 2 payments. We want to save and pay off debt here. So what we're going to do for April, we're going to go ahead and pay off half of the Chase card. We don't have enough to pay off the Wells Fargo yet, so let's go ahead and work on Chase. So Chase has a balance of $26.70. So $26.70 divided by 2 will give us $13.35. Since we are putting such big balances to the card, it should cover any interest that accumulates. So this way we're playing it safe. We're going to take our cash surplus, which is going to be $1777 minus $13.35 will give us $442 to put in our savings. And just like that, we already paid off half of Chase. So you already know what we're going to do for this next month. We don't have a minimum to add in because we haven't paid off Chase yet. Starting January, March, April, May, our cash surplus is going to be $1777 again. Sorry, you guys. $1777, and we're going to pay off the last half. Which is going to be $13.35 minus our $17.77 again, which is going to be $442 in our savings. And that way we knocked off Chase while still giving ourselves an emergency savings just in case we needed it, so we have a cushion if any emergencies come. And just like that, Chase is paid off. So now we'll be able to add $40 in our cash surplus starting this June. Just gonna give us $18.17. Alrighty. Alright, you guys, so my battery's about to die, so I want to make this super quick. We're going to go ahead and pay off the last month here. So we're gonna work, or not the last month, we're gonna pay off the last card, which is gonna be the Wells Fargo. We're just gonna say WF here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put $1,200 of this towards debt. We're gonna go ahead and put the big mama there, and we're gonna put the other $617 in our savings. Wells Fargo has a balance of $62.48 or 43. We have been paying the minimum on the card, but due to the fact that interest was still accumulating, it technically like really doesn't matter. So we're gonna go ahead and take $62.43 and act like we haven't been paying anything on it just to cover the interest, and divide it by 1,200. So it'll take us roughly about 6 months to pay off the Wells Fargo. So let's go ahead and put $1,200 to the Wells Fargo card for the next 6 months. So we got June, July, August, September, October, November, 2, 4, 6. I'm trying to hurry you guys so my camera doesn't die on me. 1,200. I like to like write it out because I know visual learners, it helps better for you guys. 1,200, 1,200. 1,200 times 6 is going to give us 7,200. With 7,200 we could pay off Wells Fargo with the balance of $62.43 and put $9.57 in our savings. And then on top of the $617 times 6 months that was going in our savings, we'll have $37.02 in our savings. And alright, you guys, just like that, we'll officially be debt free by December. So our cash surplus will also increase, and we would have been paid our sister off, so that $80 would have came back in her pockets as well. Within that process, if we're paying $80 and we only owe her $340, you know, the cash surplus would definitely increase. So $817 plus, we no longer have to pay the minimum on the Wells Fargo of $108 plus $80 is going to bring our new cash surplus December to $20.05. So now she can definitely start saving and be debt free by the new year. So this is a great budget, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this helped for all my digital babes as well. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for me to do more examples for you guys, so I hope this budget was very beneficial. I will be posting more digital planner videos as well for my budget babes who have the digital planner. Thank you again for watching, guys. Make sure you like this video and subscribe and comment below what else you want to see from me. All products can be purchased at juliacreations.com.